Djibouti and indeed African countries shared with UN member states our vision for our continent renaissance and roadmap for realizing it. We have worked off that same map while engaging in negotiations on the Summit of the Future with member states. The ambition we have is that of a United Nations that plays a leading and strengthened role. We envision the reform of global governance to be bold and transformative. The international financial architecture must address existing inequities and be better aligned with today's world. Mr. President, the past decades have aggravated inequality between nations. We must collectively recommit to the Charter of the United Nations, in particular its purposes and principles, and reaffirm the primacy of conflict prevention and peaceful settlement of disputes. We must reject power politics and promote adherence to the Charter, specifically respect for sovereignty, territorial integrity, unity and political independence of UN member states in our efforts to maintain international peace and security. The concerns that have motivated the Charter remain salient today, over 7 decades later. The eruption of new crises in many places in the world, the challenges the world faces in the global arms control and non-proliferation, emerging threats including the use of nuclear weapons is today a reality. Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, the reform of the UN Security Council must be accelerated. As part of the new order, we are aiming for to make that body more representative and rectify the injustice done to Africa and other regional groups. I thank you for.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Hirram Kemei again. Thank you for your continued support. Today we are at 1.2k subscribers. In a record 3 days we have made to more than 200 new subscribers. Thank you for your continued support. I do not take that for granted. Today I want us to cover something on. I was going through the internet, I was moving around, and I got a speech of. I saw the Foreign Affairs Minister, Mahamud of Djibouti, making his speech in the event that took place in New York in the Unga meeting, United Nations General Assembly, that takes place every year. And he was there. And you see, President Ruto was there accompanied by Raila Odinga and Musalia. And we saw Raila meeting the heads of state on the corners outside there. And we were very happy to see him campaigning. But what shocked me is the speech of Mahamud, who is the Foreign Affairs Minister for Djibouti. It really shocked me because, one, I thought he was not physically present, and I thought Raila took the limelight because I saw him meeting with the heads of state. I did my research and I realized in Unga, 2 people are allowed to present on behalf of either President, Prime Minister, or the King, depending on the head of state and government of a particular country. So, the President of Djibouti, in his own wisdom, decided to miss the event, but decided to send his Foreign Affairs Minister. You know, in Unga, it's either the President who addresses or the Minister for Foreign Affairs. So the President of Djibouti decided to send his Minister for Foreign Affairs to go and represent him in the said meeting, in the assembly. That is how he got an opportunity to thrash Raila Odinga like no man's business. Here is the speech. Listening. As you have heard, that is the Minister for Djibouti, Mahamud. He's claiming that those old people should now go home. It is time for the young people. You see, if you compare the age of the Prime Minister, the Minister for Djibouti, Foreign Affairs Minister, and Raila Odinga, our guy, our Baba is very old. He's almost 80, and the other guy is 50-something years. He's still young. So I think he used this opportunity. He got a chance to address the heads of state from all over the world to showcase how he can be a good Minister of Foreign Affairs. We support Baba, but you see now, Baba did not get this limelight because, one, Ruto was around, Ruto was there, and also Musalia Mudavadi, the Minister for Foreign Affairs, was there. So he did not have a good chance to to make the address in the General Assembly, but meeting heads of state on some corners there in the General Assembly. So I don't know what you think, but that was the best platform, or so far so good. Raila has not gotten a platform to address such a huge meeting of the heads of states. But we hope Raila will still take this thing. As we have seen, many countries have endorsed him. I saw me meeting President of Senegal. We hope for the best, and we hope that this thing comes to Kenya, because Kenya ni home, and home is easy. I don't know that quote of Masters. So until next time, this is Hirram Kemei. Like, subscribe, and share. We are here to bring you news the way they are, and we analyze them in a special way that you cannot find in any other place. Keep it here, share to your friends.